Gentlemen, how are we today? Let's see. I can't see my audio levels here. Let's go ahead and rearrange this just a little bit. Let's see, where can I stick this thing? Going for a little earthquake action today. Yes. There we go. Let's get some morning drink going. Thank you. Hey, Dorians. Oh, Dorian, my bad. Martins. Dorian Martins. Why does Martins sound familiar? There was a strong man named Martins. I believe out of Lithuania. It's in the U.S. now. That's why I keep getting it mixed up. But how are you today? I already used it. That's just celery left.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay, here you go, child. Off you go. Go have your snack. It's amazing when you tell a child that breakfast is going to be delayed, that how quickly she learns to find her own breakfast. Oh, don't explode on me. There we go. Some homemade rice vinegar. It's supposed to be makgeolli, but turned to vinegar. So, use a little bit of it in the morning drink. Yeah, that's nice. I took my rest day yesterday, sort of. Holika. I get our traditional stream opener here. See, we got some lurkers in the stream, or are they just feds? Yeah, feds. You know what? Let's get some eggs too. See if I can mix those all up or if I'm going to get them whole. Hey, Cliff, how are we? Try to blend up those eggs some. There we go. Cheers, boys. Oh, that's cold. Slimy yet satisfying. One of the greatest movies of our age. See if we have enough power in here yet. Oh, there we go. Get a little infrared therapy going. And just start it off. Some soaking. That whole bunch of lurkers here, nobody's saying nothing. Except for Dorian and Cliff. Starting to feel shafted, you guys. Then again, I could just monologue the whole time. I've been known to do that. All right, that's done. Let's get a little soap in here.
This is why I really like wrapping my food out there. That when I'm done,
Yo, hey, can you feed the cats for me, please? Thank you. Rocky 3, man, I thought you were going to say Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, Rocky 3 as well. We started introducing the kids to Rocky the other day. They made it through the first one and absolutely loved it. I told them there's about 1,100 more. Our eggs, Cliff, we have a local farmer that we get them from since we don't have any birds right now. But in ages past, we had between 30 and 200 birds at a time, and we would just have stacks of eggs. But lately, we've been going through them pretty darn quickly, and so I just can't keep in the house the ones from the farmer, so I tend to get, 4 dozen eggs or so from Costco every time I go, about once every 2 weeks, and then we get 6 dozen from the farmer once every 2 weeks, and we just go through tons and tons and tons of eggs. When we start slacking on our egg consumption, I will blend them up and dehydrate them, and they turn out like this. I'm not sure how well that comes across camera. Let's open it up. But yeah, it's kind of like little egg chip crumbles. They work well on a bunch of things, and the little one likes snacking on them raw. Super good for you. I put them into pemmican and all sorts of things. Sometimes they just go into dog food. So, it's good stuff. Yeah, we like our eggs. Oh, the drive-in. Man, we got Chris here too. Got the whole gang popping in. Man, it's been forever since I've been to a good drive-thru. Here in Missouri, there's still a few drive-thrus, but I would not dare go to them. The mosquitoes around here are just miserable. Shall we begin, beloved? Salt cure yolks. Topping on. Oh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, I've made some. Let's see, with eggs. So when we had our 3 dozen hens around, that was probably the most stable flock that we had. We were getting 2 dozen eggs a day. And we had to get very inventive about saving them. My favorite was probably pickled eggs. We did like a turmeric pickled egg. The kids didn't really love them or like them too much, but man, I absolutely loved them. I take 4 or 5 with me every day that I went on my landscaping route. Oh man, it's just the best snack. Nice and tangy, and you just drink that pickle juice afterwards. So good. I've done Korean style marinated boiled eggs before. But yeah, we got really used to having just a lot of eggs in our diet. Um, Probably the favorite way for the kids is just taking some hot rice, mixing in a couple of raw eggs to it, and then you add in a little soy sauce and toasted sesame seed oil. It's absolutely delicious. It's kind of like Korean style oatmeal. It's just so good. Where's Somang? I know you're thinking about oatmeal just because I just said oatmeal about 10 seconds ago, but I made oatmeal for you about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And you guys were not the greatest fans of it, so I'm not going to be making oatmeal anytime soon. You just want oatmeal covered in sweet stuff. It's sugar upon sugar. How are you going to put the dog food ladle away? Thanks, Cliff. Enjoy yourself today. So how we doing, fellas? So we got one of our brothers here headed off to church. What else have you guys got going on today? So you guys just want me to monologue? Give me a topic. Give me a topic and I shall expound upon my foam-covered soapbox for you. Doing current events, celebrities I've never heard of. You know, actually, speaking of which, I was on on John Willis's live stream the other night. And somehow the topic of, what's his face came up? Jelly Roll. I'd never heard of him. And took a chance, set my Pandora station to listen to him. And I was very happily surprised that modern music isn't entirely dead. That's not candy, child. That's dehydrated milk. That's not candy. Go put it back. No. Oh man, Dorian, I have done carnivore several times. Let's see. We actually have another group going on where a few of us, starting November, was it? We're trying a stint of carnivore. It was my second time doing it. I lasted about a month before I just gave in to making things easy for myself here cooking. But year before that, let's see, it's 4 now, that's 3, so 2022 November, I started cold turkey carnivore, and I lasted 3-4 months before I started introducing like mushrooms and onions and garlic and things like that, and then about another month or 2 until I started incorporating sourdough and stuff like that. So yes, I'm very well familiar with carnivore. I do enjoy it, but I get tired of ground beef, to be honest with you. But it does heavily influence our diet most of the time. When we do go for carbs, it'll generally be something homemade. Hang on, I need a bowl here. Yeah, it'll generally be like sourdough or something like that, or maybe some pasta where I can control exactly what's going in there. So we've gone on stints as a family where we were about, depending on the person, between 50 and 100% carnivore. I mean, I think I'm the only one that actually did the 100% carnivore. The wife was about 75, 80%. And the kids were about, 50 or so. But yeah, we've done the carnivore thing as a family. Ground beef gets old fast when it's just ground beef. Uh, yeah, so the kids tolerate it the least. The wife likes a more varied diet. If she had her choice, it would be like ketovore, so a combination between carnivore and keto. She just really loves the vegetables a lot more than I do. I think it kind of lends credence to the old world view of like guys being like meat and potatoes, kind of similar thing, and then women just really enjoying like the variety and the spice of life, blah 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 blah. I think there's something like biologically to that. Guys are just simpler too, for the most part, broadly speaking. Let's see, let me get the rest of any silverware and knives that we have here. But yeah, let's see. I took am doing dishes, lol. Man, Sean, sentences, brother, sentences. Proofreading. But yeah, so if I had a freezer full of steaks and could afford a freezer full of only steaks, then I would be very happy with just carnivore. But alas, when we buy half a steer, I got to do something with the other half. I can't just eat the steaks. So I generally save the steaks for the wife, and then I eat primarily ground beef, carnivore. Okay, scoop that out. Let's see, got another eggshell in there. Yeah, if you guys were to see our compost pile, it's probably 70% eggshells. I do try to save them when I can. It's just I can only consume so many eggshells at a time.
Mushroom.
So speaking of eggshells, what do you guys do with your leftover eggshells? Have you ever tried consuming them? They're actually quite good for you. Great source of calcium and, a few other minerals. Best source of collagen, unless you're going to go for like a beef knuckle stew or something like that, or a bone broth. I just dehydrate them, grind them up, and add them to my morning drink powder, and down they go. You only really notice them if you take your time with it. That's ashwagandha, I think. There you go.
What's ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha is an herb. Off you go. Let's see, we're just getting these rinsed off here and thrown in the dishwasher. What? Dandelion. Oh, to save them? Somebody needed some dandelion seeds, and we ended up with a few extras. Eclipse, hey, how you doing? What are you up to on this fine morning? Man, these springform pans are a pain. Oh, Kyrgyzstan. Rocky Stones. Hey, nice to meet you. That's hyssop. No. Please leave that be. I think that's just seeds. It's been a while since I talked to anybody from that part of the world. How are things over there right now? Originally, I am born and raised in California. Right now, I live in where are we? Western Missouri.
I was looking for this.
Okay, go put it back, Missy. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that things are well for you. But yeah, I've lived all over. I actually spent some time over there in that part of the world in another life. I have not been to Kyrgyzstan as far as I know. I spent some time in Afghanistan. Let's see. And I've been through Kuwait. And one other country over there. I can't remember exactly what it was. I was only there for a couple of days. But I would love the opportunity to go back and actually explore around unaccompanied by the U.S. federal government and just explore and see what it's like living there, what the food's like, how the people live. I find that I really enjoy getting to know people from different places and seeing what their life is like. Okay, you can smell that.
Open it.
All right, let me see if I can open it. Where's my towel? Those are your dried mulberries. Here, let me see. There you go.
Can I try one?
Yeah, you can have one.
One for me and one for Bella, one for mommy. Yeah, Daddy.
All right. Doing a little bit of child entertainment as we go here. Oh, I'm sure they're good. You know, I find that, you know, older parts of the world have really dialed in good food. You know, part of being here in the U.S., we get to experience a lot of that. But there's nothing like having like a older grandma cook for you that's been cooking that food for 50, 60 years. It just takes it to a whole different level. Maybe I can try cooking some food from Kyrgyzstan one of these days. I think that would be very interesting. Have to look up some recipes though, see what I can do about it. I've experimented with food from, let's see, Italy, France, Germany, Thailand, Philippines, Korea a lot, Chinese, a little bit of Japanese. But I haven't gotten into Middle Eastern food. But it sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds great. We'll have to do that one of these days. You know, one of these days when I make my fortune, go travel the world and just sample all the food out there. Exactly, Dorian. No food can touch grandma's. Although sometimes when grandpa does feel like cooking, man, it's hard to beat that too. Is that Isik? Is it cool? Yeah, I'll have to remember that. You know, yeah. Hey, Roman, I'm just doing dad stuff, taking care of what needs to get taken care of. I'm doing some dishes right now. Okay, I'll take care of it, Izzy. How are you doing today, Roman? Got anything fun going on? Exciting plans for the day? Resting from the week? What do we got going on? Oh, Rocky, I'm doing all right. Yesterday was kind of hit and miss, but I went to bed probably really early and just decided to put yesterday to an end and start today afresh. So today's not bad. Oh, that needs to get put away. Didn't see that one. Oh, thanks, Rocky. I appreciate that. Just trying to do a thing here. Hey, as I appreciate that. I try. I'm just a baby at this whole YouTube thing. You know, just trying to do my part to have a little bit of a creative outlet and share some of the things that I've learned over the past 10 years or so. A few tips and tricks, and see what the world has to say about it. Learn some stuff, see how I can improve, and then try to sharpen my brothers around me if I can in some small way. Thank you. I appreciate that. And as you guys are, viewing the stuff that I put up, if you have any comments, just let me know. Let me know what I can do to improve, what you like, what you don't like. And as the good book says, one man sharpens another. Oh, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another, so to speak. So, help me. I'll help you in any way I can. Let's see, get that knife done. Let's see, there we go. Vlogs, maybe a vlog type thing. I figure start here, kind of like the idea I have for the channel is kind of show the unscripted and unglamorous side of home life and homesteading to a degree. We'll get into a few more projects. What is it? All right, I'm back. But yeah, just show the unglamorous side of it, the side that's not all perfected. I mean, this is the reality of homesteading, as there's tons of dishes to do. And, there comes to a certain point where, things might not be ideal, but all you can do is just work through it and keep going. And that's where we're at right now. We've done the giant gardens, we've done animals, and right now we don't have any of that going because, life pulled us in a different direction. And so we're working through the challenges that we have right now, and then, we'll move on to more of that stuff when we're able to. Exactly, Sean. Dishes are always a constant. And it's a reality of life, and all these homesteading channels that you see out there, they're always like, this is the right way to do it, and their stuff always looks perfect, but that's not the reality of life. It takes an insane amount of work to get to the point where things are at that stage where they do look perfect. And I find that only showing things when they're perfect and going well is disingenuous. I mean, a lot of people get into homesteading and just can't hack it because nobody honestly showed them this side of it. Yeah, dishes and laundry. Yeah, those are the two things I abhor, and they take up, probably a good 60 to 70% of my productive time. So here I am, trying to make it a little bit more enjoyable by sharing it with a few friends. There we go, get that soaking. Let's do this. Man, that's a new record. We got a whole 11 people on here right now. That's pretty darn good. Not bad for a guy washing dishes and pontificating. There's my big word for the day. So we got 2 people participating, and so that means we have 9 feds on the line with us today. Living currently, we are in western Missouri. And as little as I fear anybody showing up at my house, that's as specific as I'm going to get for now. Yeah, Chris, we got to get to it. Hi there, Haley. How you doing today? Now, same as in you don't want people showing up to your house, or you're in western Missouri? Or you have a ton of dishes? All right, Rocky. Have a good night. Let's see. Good. How about you? All of them. All right, Haley. Good enough. Today's a better day than yesterday. Trying to be a little bit more productive than I was yesterday. And, that's all I can do. It's all any of us can really do, is just try to improve a little bit on the day before. And if it's not one of those days where you can improve, just do what you can to get through the day and try better the next day. The only thing we can do is just keep trying. Oh, thanks, Rocky. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Yeah, Dorian, if it was just me, I'd do the same. Just eat right out of the cast iron and call it good. And then I only have the cast iron, a spoon, maybe a fork and knife to clean. That's about it. Yeah, exactly, Chris. It's always room for a little bit more, and then you start bleeding over to one counter, and then the next counter, and the next, and then suddenly the whole kitchen's full of dishes. All right, where can I put that? There we go. But I have to admit that I really do enjoy the large sink. We used to have one of those dual bowl sinks. I forget what you call them. But I was never much of a fan of it. So when this came up for sale at Costco, plunked down on it. Took the time to install it, several weeks later. Haven't regretted it since. Absolutely enjoy it. Yeah, exactly, Haley. That's exactly how it goes. Every time I turn around, it's full of dishes again. I can have the entire kitchen spotless, and within about 3 days, it's like this again, where I have to start prepping all my food on the kitchen table because there's just no room in the kitchen. All right, let's get this sink emptied. And I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I literally mean 3 days. Anybody who ever says, being a housewife or a house husband is easy. All you have to do is, a little bit of cooking and a little bit of laundry, a little bit of cleaning. That person has never had to do it for more than, a day or two. And never for more than just themselves. I think they are full of it. Especially with the monotony. It's just, oh man, it's rough. And me personally, I'm not suited to this kind of work, so I kind of rebel against it. But that only lasts for so long, and then you just gotta get down to it and knock it out, and then you can move on and do something more fun. Yeah, Sean, that as well. Food from a box. I mean, just the amount of effort that goes into having to pull a menu or some sort of a menu of food to have every single day, 2 to 3 times a day, and not have it be repetitive and boring. That is a entire art in and of itself. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, I am not the artistic type. Let's get this stuff out of here. Try to clean this sink a little bit as we go. Hey Brandon, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been kind of a wild ride, and I've had quite a bit of help as I've gone along. Yeah, Chris, I feel the struggle, brother. I feel it. But yeah, I definitely appreciate all you guys' help and input as I go along this crazy journey. It's been a lot of learning that I've had to do. And having you guys, at my back and at my side That really helps. Let's see. Let's grab another stack of plates here. And yes, I mean another stack of plates. Yesterday or the day before when I started. No, the day before I think it was when I did that other live stream. I think I had 3 or 4 stacks of just plates and bowls. Now I'm down to the last couple. And then we'll have, what's it called? Cups. Cups and cups and cups. But you know, we're getting through it. Let's get those soaking, and I'll make them real easy to take care of. Grab that paper towel out of there. It's hard to even remember what I made that had to have paper towel on there like that. Spray out real quick. Yeah, you guys will see this this failure here in a couple of days. Once I get that uploaded and edited. Or reverse that, edited and then uploaded. Yeah, Haley, I mean, getting a glimpse into somebody else doing just the same monotonous things that you know you have to do. I don't know, I find it really relaxing to a degree. So I can definitely understand that. The house stuff is one of those tasks with no real completion. Exactly. At least with, you know, actual work, even if you're doing the same thing over and over and over, it still feels different because, you know, it's a different client or a slightly different project or something like that. But yeah, housework, it's literally the exact same thing. I can have every little scrap of laundry, you know, every sock, every shirt, all completely done, every last dish clean, and within a few hours, there's more. Okay, just put it down. So here we are, trying to enjoy some of it together. And Lord willing, we'll all be a little bit more entertained at the end of it. And who knows, I might learn a thing or two from you guys. No, you cannot walk out onto the ice on the creek. Why? Because it's been warm lately and it's too thin. If anybody's going to walk on it, it's going to be me, and then we'll find out if it's safe or not. But I'm busy right now, and so that's not in the cards for me right now, kid. Off you go. Just because the deer are walking on the ice doesn't mean you should. Yeah, I was hoping during this cold snap that we had that I'd get a chance to, you know, break out the ice skates for, you know, the second time in 10 years. But it just didn't happen. So maybe in February when things get cold again, we'll get that opportunity. Have a little fun out on the ice. Let's see, my grandpa buys like 50 cans a week. Yeah, that seems how it goes. There's always more stuff popping up. You know, some people are in a position where they can just chuck the old ones that they don't feel like washing. Get your room completely clean, and then we'll talk about you getting some toys back. Okay? Not now, okay? Ow. Stand by. All right, and I'm back. Cool. Okay, there we go. Got that stuck in there. And back again. Had a little phone call real quick. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to need to step away for a second. About 30 seconds, actually. Maybe a minute. So I will leave you guys all here. And we can see if this sink is going to drain by the time I get back. So stand by with me one real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Haley, it's rough. I'm in the same position as well. Not because nobody wants to help. It's just that nobody really can. So I just do what I have to. So I will be back in just a minute, you guys, and just chill for a minute. All right, ladies and gents, I am back. Apologize for the delay there. David Prada, how are you? I am in western Missouri. Or if you're referring to where I went, I had to run up and grab the wife some morning drink. Goku Black Rose. Balm on your chest. Well, get it off your chest. Let's get this drained out, cleaned out some. Tutu. Portuguese recipe. Toughness. Yeah, Dorian, I don't think I've ever heard of that, but I am more than willing to give it a try. Did we lose the stream here? What's going on? Oh, I'm just backed up. There we go. Yeah, send me the recipe and I'll show it to the wife and we can go from there. Let's get some more of these chunks out of here. Hey, Cooper. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by, man. All right, let's see. What are we going to get into next? Let's get some of this glassware done. put this over here to dry. What's the matter, child? Okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Come on. Try to get these spread out a little bit before I hang them up. They tend to dry a little bit faster that way. Yep.
You know that base that I found?
Yep.
It has the same voice.
Yep.
So after every use, you take it off the hook and put it in like some water on it.
Well, the water's gonna draw out more of that scent from the bait. So, I mean, you don't really need to worry about it too much. You can put it in the package with some of the other baits that we have, and that would be better.
Yeah, but it has a special package, and the package has liquid in it to keep it moist.
Okay, well then we'll just put it back in that same package that we got. Hey, Overton, what's going on?
She has one of those.
Okay, well, off you go. Yeah, Haley, that's pretty much how it is. As soon as you finish with the dishes, there's another one. As soon as you turn around, it's like rabbits that they just breed. Yeah, paper plates are a thing, but my food tends to be very greasy, and it just eats through them. Let's see, where'd that go? And I can't just justify to myself continuing to buy more paper plates forever and ever and ever. I'm sure it's probably more cost effective if you include how much time it takes to clean all these plates all the time, but I don't know. That's just where I am. Let's see what's next.
Daddy,
Let's get these in
you
here.
know why this turned purple?
Why?
This.
Interesting.
They're giving us this. I guess the most thing is they made this leaf out.
Yep.
And some of this and then this. Daddy, look. The reason why these cups is in here. This.
Interesting. Okay. Kids are showing me all their little fishing baits that they have modified and found and how they've changed over time, being mixed in with other ones. Almost dropped that one. Hey Chase, what's up, man? Okay. couple new people popping in here. How you guys doing today? Doing anything fun on your Sunday? Relaxing? Doing the church thing? What's going on? Let's go ahead and close this. There we go. So, we spent a while earlier with me just pontificating and running my mouth. You guys have anything you want to hear about? Any topics that you want to hear me soapbox on? Just look up. 8 feet of snow. My head. Hit your head pretty hard. Man, that's rough, Chase. Sleeping after you hit your head pretty hard is probably not the best idea. You never know if you might not wake up again. But yeah, sleep is important. I think I've gotten about 9 to 10 hours of sleep the last 2 days after I spent, a couple of weeks slacking on sleep. Crash with that, please. There are 4 women and 2 babies, Babylon. Well, that happens when you're that, what's the word I'm looking for? Productive in certain arenas of life. But hey, that's good to have a few other kids in the house. Yeah. Like to be out in the garage then, right, Overton? You got the ladies doing the lady things, you just got to give them some space. See, I'm still not quite sure what to make for breakfast yet. You guys got any ideas? Got some ground beef, some venison in the freezer, bunch of eggs. Pancakes get kind of old after a while. Done a lot of that lately. There we go. All right, let's get our cast iron squared away. Yes, essential plan to survive. Let's get that scraped out. That should do. Try to get as much of that grease out as I can. I'm about to decompose for some critter to munch on. And the rest of it the city can deal with. Haley, you have no idea. Pro tip, if you're responding to something, read all of what you're responding to aloud. Thank you, Overton. I have much to learn as of yet. But yeah, if any of you guys have seen my cast iron short, here's just further proof. This is all I do. Stir everything, hot water, and onto the stove to dry. Why did I start YouTube? Because I was burnt out, actually. Burnout on life. Doing the same things over and over and over again. Needed a little change of pace. And now I get to still do the same things over and over and over again, but with some people here to watch as I go. It's added another layer of complexity to things. Having to film things as I go, narrate, and come up with, what's it called? A story of what I'm doing and why. Try to provide a little entertainment value while I'm at it. Had a slight moment of burnout with the YouTube thing. Not really though. Just enough to recognize that I was starting to go down the path of burnout and I needed to adjust. So I took a couple days, got some good sleep, and filmed a couple of things. And those guys will be up for you guys in a couple of days. Let's see. And just starting back from square one. Gonna try to probably produce a little bit less per week, but still get it published on a decent schedule and see if I can just maintain that for a while and then build from there. Come on. There we go. That one finally lit up. Let's get this grease out of here. And Overton, we don't need to sleep because, oh, hang on. We don't need to sleep because sleep is for the weak. Yeah, sleep is for the weak and also for the people who have little kids and wives that need attending to a little bit more than average. Because when I don't sleep, I get very cranky and I just start to not get anything done. And Overton, this is starting to turn into an interview here. I think you might have a new segment that you could do. Doing the whole podcast interview thing if you really wanted to. You'd probably be pretty darn good at it. Especially when you start to challenge your guests on their presuppositions and really dig in and see if they believe what they believe in. And no sleep makes you weak, so there's that. Exactly, Overton. And you just got to find a balance. Ride the line of just barely enough sleep to keep you productive, but not so much sleep that you're losing out on precious hours. Okay, let's see. What do you like about YouTube? I like the ability to share what I've learned and the mistakes that I've made and how to correct them. And even when I still make mistakes, you just got to keep on moving and showing the struggle of that. Because that's life. That is real life. Dealing with the struggles and just picking yourself back up. So I might not be super transparent on all of the struggles, but I'll be as transparent as I can because, you know, you still got to maintain a little bit of dignity. Irene, hi, how are you? Let's see, get that out of there. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I'm totally spacing out. Put in here. Talk about contribution award of the day, Irene. But still, I appreciate you showing up, showing out. I might be getting a little ahead of the curve here on dishes because I don't have anywhere to put those yet. Wash these, dry them, and put them away. Okay, not sure how well you guys can see that. Oh, you can't at all. Okay, well, my cast irons are all dry now. Starting to smoke, so I'm going to turn those off and oil them up. Toss that out. I've just got this container over here. Let me show you. It's about a gallon in size. Got this nice screen on top, and that's just all used cooking oil, bacon grease, whatever. It just filters it out, and I use that to coat the cast irons. Occasionally grab a scoop out of that for the dogs. They like it for their coats. Let's see, heat that paper towel up a bit. Get that to melt onto there. Just wipe it on. Touch more. Okay. And as those cast irons done and ready for their next use. Them to put away here to cool, and on we go. Get the big guy here. Okay, while this is filling up, let's see what I can find to finish up the dishwasher so I can get it running. Let's see, did I miss any of your questions there, Overton? Let's see. Why did I start YouTube? Burnout yet? What do I like about it? Plans for videos. Any plans for videos? My plans are to show the unglamorous side of daily life. Homesteading, being a parent and a dad and a husband. And just, yeah, like I said, share the things that I've learned and go from there. I mean, who knows where we'll end up. I know a person or two mentioned, well, it was one person, to be truthful. Vlogs, I don't know about all that. I don't think my daily life is that interesting, and I don't think I want to walk around with a camera on me all day long. But, you know what? Who knows what the world will hold, life will hold, and we shall see. I'm not going to rule it out entirely, but I can tell you that that's not anywhere near the top of the list of things I want to do. sleep because sleep is for the weak, and no sleep makes you weak. So there's that. Yeah. I think I covered it all there, Overton. What else you got? That one doesn't dishwasher so well. Let's grab the drawer. I think we're all caught up. Yeah, Haley. Yeah, I'm telling you. Bunnies. They breed like bunnies. And I have first-hand experience of that because I used to raise rabbits as well. They just kind of pop up on you when you least expect them to. Let's see. But yeah, long-term future plans. Maybe delve a little bit more into the world of content creation. In different ways. Not so sure if we're going to be staying here in Missouri for the long haul. I'm pretty sure a move up to whiter pastures is in our future. At the bare minimum, we're going to be exploring it very seriously here in the springtime. So who knows, we might even have some road trip live streams coming up one of these days. When I was a baby, I got bit by my guard dogs. Dang, Haley, that's rough. We've had our kids bitten a few times, but that's mostly when our kids were misbehaving and surprised a dog that they knew they should not be surprising. So, while I sympathize with you, and I don't know the exact situations regarding that, I would have to say that it was probably a lot more going on than meets the eye. Has that left you with any lifelong scars as far as dogs go? Or is that something you've been able to work through and get past? Got a pizza sauce here that needs to get reheated. I'm just going to put this over here on low, get it to boil. I might be canning that later. We'll see. Let's see. I'm going to take a stab at this. Is Mono Moon. Hello. How are you? Konnichiwa. How are you? Thanks for joining us here. We're just, doing a little bit of daily chores here, trying to take care of a few things. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that you're well. We're just hanging out, doing dad things, parent things, if you will. Get the rest of this cleaned out. Yeah, my kids started playing with my fermentation stoppers. Can't forget what they're called. Airlocks. There we go, my airlocks. So now this one is completely covered in grease, and I have to get in there and get it clean somehow. There we go. No, it's still covered in grease. Let's see if this will work any better. See if I can get this Brillo pad in there, or the Scotch-Brite pad. Some more in there. Yeah, Cooper, sleepies for the week. We all know how Overton is. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for doing your vacuuming. I appreciate that. Haley, I would not advise avoiding the kitchen for very long, as once some dishes start breeding, it's going to be even worse. Let's see. Shot glasses here. Let's see. Cool, man. Have to go do life stuff. Have a good one. All right. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Haley, you're going to stay in your living room. Gotcha. I have definitely avoided dishes before, and then it turns out like this. So I've learned that I cannot avoid them forever. Oh, hot take. Cooper, wouldn't a dishwasher save you a lot of time? Yes and no. I tend to kind of let them build up. And if I try to do the dishwasher thing, even once a day, say we use something, I throw it in the dishwasher, and then run it at the end of the day, by the end of the day, all that stuff is dry and crusted on, and I have to hand wash half of it again anyways. So, our dishwasher, I use it to my advantage. I will go through and scrub off the plates and bowls, get all the dried on grime off, throw it in there with a little bit of soap, run it for a quick cycle, and then generally about the time that it's done running, I have filled up this drying rack, and then I can unload it and go again. But I have never found dishwashers to be super effective at getting dishes really clean. I don't know. It could be the fact that we don't really like to use dishwasher detergents. We stay away from detergents in general. We generally use a local, pretty clean soap that's more on the natural side. We just use it for everything, and I don't know. It's just kind of what I've fallen into and what I found that works the best. Believe me, I've tried the dishwasher thing, and I just wasn't super pleased with the performance. So here I am, doing dishes again. Then again, I mean, it probably doesn't help that we bought the cheapest dishwasher we could. So that might have something to do with it. But for what it is and how I use it, it works all right. For years, I didn't even use it. I just used it as an expanded drying rack. Let's see, is that a crack? It is a crack. That one might just have to go in the trash once I get a chance to test it. All them years of KP duty coming into play. Well, actually, Sean, we didn't really have KP duty while I was in the military. You know, we have on our bases here in the U.S. we have full-blown chow halls that have full-time civilian kitchen staff with some military staff overseeing them. And it's very much like a school cafeteria where everything's, you know, automated, you know, takes care of itself. You just have trays and silverware, and it just goes through those big dishwashers. So yeah, that was never really a thing. I think formal KP duty like that is kind of a thing of the past. And then when I was deployed, you know, we had, you know, dedicated, again, chow halls with a lot more military and a few contractors in there. But they left us to our job so we could be actually effective instead of just standing around all the time doing dishes. Yeah, it kind of works if each person quickly scrubs their dish before putting it in the washer. Yeah, Cooper, kind of. Um, that might work out, but right now, I mean, like I've mentioned before, the wife is more or less completely disabled, so she's not doing any of her dishes. Kids are still young, so they can help out with some dishes, but the actual dishes that I used to cook with can't go in the dishwasher. And even if I did, I'd be running it, 2 to 3 times a day just to make sure everything was clean, and it wouldn't be very um, efficient. So I'd still end up doing a whole lot of hand washing, anyways. So I just accepted it and embraced it and just moving on. I mean, maybe if I get to build my dream house, I'll have an industrial dishwasher in there and maybe 2 regular dishwashers, and that might keep up with things. All right, did I get everything in there? Yes, I did. Time to drain this. I thought I had a lot of dishes. Dang. Let's see. Move that up. Dang, you've been cleaning for a while. Yeah, Haley. I've moved to doing dishes every 3 to 4 days. So it'll take me a couple hours to get into it and get it taken care of. But I find it's a better use of my time than spending an hour to an hour, yeah, about an hour every single day doing dishes. It just keeps me a little bit more sane doing it this way. Live streams are the way to go when doing dishes. Yes, Cooper, definitely. It is entertaining. I get to get out some of my social butterfly needs, if you could say that. Communicate with a few people. Be a little bit of a, what's the word? What's the word when you need to go and interact with other people to be able to function? I can't remember. But yeah, it just helps keep me sane. Socialization? No. Extrovert. There we go. Extrovert. I am yeah, Sean, you got it. Extrovert. I'm more of an introverted extrovert. So I'm fine off on my own in the quiet, but every once in a while I need some time to interact with people outside of my head. So it took me a while to finally realize that, but when I did, it made things easier. Alright, let's get more of this stuff going. In the meantime, I'm going to be over here stirring this pizza sauce so it doesn't burn in my cast iron. Alright, more bowls and stuff. Taken care of. Tuck that back there in the back. If any of you guys are ever looking to get pots and pans and cookware, beware of lids like this that have this lip on the inside of the glass and metal that you just can never clean. Seems like no matter how much I scrub in there or what brush, it never gets fully clean, and it bugs the living daylights out of me. I think I actually almost prefer the metal lids. Even if I can't see what's going on in there, at least I can get the darn thing clean. All right, Sean, let's see what you said here. See, I'm happy just sitting by my wood stove, talking to a select handful of people and having a pipe or cigar with a book. I don't mind going out in public, but I'd rather stay home. Yeah, I can agree with that, but it also depends on who you got around you. I mean, we're in a situation right now where we're fairly isolated, and we're living in a city where we don't really have anybody around us. So I have to look elsewhere for my extroverted nature and to satisfy that. And so I'm using you guys for my own ends to a certain degree. And, to keep a fair, amount of reciprocity going there, I have to try to find some way to provide a similar or greater level of value to you guys. So, I talk. I talk and talk and talk. Try to show you guys a little bit of something new. So, it's a mutually beneficial relationship and exchange that we have. Saying there's like nobody near my house. Yeah, Haley. We moved to where we are because of a certain organization that we wanted to be a part of. Truth be told, a little too near that organization, and things did not really pan out. And so we're kind of, stuck here in between capability, I guess you could say, between capabilities. Things that we want to do but aren't allowed to because of the city. And we're just barely inside of city lines. And, we got neighbors around us that are, mostly older and or don't like whippersnap lawn type of neighbors. And so that makes things kind of difficult. And so, after, 10 years or so here, we are looking for, like I said earlier, wider pastures. And wider as well. So, actually looking to get a little bit further away from quote unquote people in general and a little bit nearer to the right kind of people. So, there's the year plan for us. Gonna go prospecting here in the springtime and see what comes. We don't have all the means in the world. But we're definitely going to see what we can do to improve our situation and the situation of our kids. Start stacking stuff up here. See if I can get some of this grime off the bottom here. These Scotch Brite pads are really amazing. Even when they are completely worn out, they can still cut through this gunk on the bottom of pans like nothing else. I absolutely love them. I found the best place to get them is like Home Depot or something like that. You can just get a whole big pack of them, and they're just like 5x9-ish, maybe $10 for a pack of like 6 or 8 or something like that. And it beats the snot out of anywhere else. You try to get them off of Amazon, you get about a third as much for same price, or actually a little bit more. It's fairly disappointing. So I don't really get to Home Depot that often, but when I do, I always pick up a pack of these things. And when you really need to get the grime off this stainless steel, there's nothing better. that dry, and then that one's going back on top of the wood stove. But the end is in sight here. I am almost ready to get this countertop cleared, and then I can start drying dishes over here as well. Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? How's your Sunday treating you? Cooked brunch for 230 people. Good God, Tony. Yeah, I don't know how you probably got staff with you though, don't you? But still, that's an impressive feat. What was on the menu? Seems to be all I can do to just keep 4 people fed. Yeah, Tony, if and when I ever get to build my own house, I'm going to be talking to you definitely about the kitchen. I would love to get some, used kitchen equipment, commercial equipment, and just build out a full commercial kitchen. I'm done with this homeowner residential grade stuff. The prosumer grade stuff, it just doesn't seem to handle. Let's see, I had a cat's out there stalking something. Interesting. Let's see, I had 1 prep cook and 3 dishwashers. Yeah, that seems to be about right. About 3 times as many. So 5 of you guys. Yeah, that seems about right. And that just goes to show, you need 3 dishwashers for every 2 people cooking. Waffles, hash browns, scrambled eggs, cinnamon rolls, fruit, oatmeal bar, yogurt. That's quite the breakfast there, Tony. So Overton, barn dough, except with the shop part would be the kitchen. So see, then I'd have to have at least 2 of those things. Because I gotta have the shop too. Can't leave the shop out of a barn dough. Either that or it would be a massive barn dough. But yes, barn dough is definitely the plan that we have going forward. Just insane insulation, metal building, metal siding, metal roof. Weather the storm, weather any storm through that, insulate the living daylights out of it. That is the plan. If I hit the lotto and I can do anything I wanted, that would definitely be it. There's a reason they're so popular right now. There's get a big old rectangle, 2 stories, and just have at it. Not to mention, the lift in the shop and, grease pit, all that fun stuff. It's just a necessity if you're going to do the Proho thing for real. More than likely, I would probably do, the barn dough with a giant kitchen in it. Big enough to, process our own meat, game, livestock, things like that. Walk-in fridge and freezer, living quarters in one, and then put the shop out in a different building. Half heated shop, then half unheated for, just the equipment to live in. I mean, it wouldn't be unheated, just less heated. See, where's my towel? Yeah, I could see that. Okay, let's see.
maybe processing section of the shop half, not purposefully heated. Yeah, I mean, it would be, not as well heated as the rest of the building, but, put in some in-floor stuff just to keep things from freezing. And, it depends on the heating system what we go with. Likely would want an outdoor wood boiler at that point, and then we could just keep the whole thing heated. Just put radiant right into the slab and just have at it. Yeah, I could get down with that, and then we'd have a nice heated shop and processing facility and everything. I could be down with that. All right, maybe a processing section of the shop half. I don't know. My issue then would be doing shop activities and then keeping the kitchen processing half clean and sanitary, where I don't have to go in and re-sanitize it every time I want to use it, quote unquote sanitize, but clean it, because how grease and grime and wood shavings and all that stuff tends to float from the shop. I definitely want to have it separate physically, wall off a section. But I could probably do it a lot with a 10 by 30 section of a barn door to turn into a full processing kitchen. Put the dehydrators and freeze dryers and whatnot in there, and then have the walk-in fridge and freezer connected to it. That could be a possibility, like where you're headed. So yeah, I'm thinking about building a little man cave in my current garage so I can heat part and not the whole garage. Studio/man cave. Yeah, Tony, I like that idea. Kind of like a little office type area inside of the garage, where you can work on more detailed things. That's definitely not a bad idea. You could double as a studio if you got the in-laws in town, or somebody visiting, or like a few of us get in the doghouse for a night. I like the idea of having separate accommodations for people outside of the main living area. See, I honed in on just heating my desk. The rest of the garage stays, let's see, warm enough. The desk area is toasty. I don't take crap gloves. Yeah, Overton, we know you don't take no crap from nobody. You a bad mother that don't take no crap from nobody. Anybody know that movie reference? Love that movie. Glove slap. It would be a holy glove slap at that. Simpsons glove slap. Yeah. No, that reference was Cool Runnings, actually. Simpsons might have co-opted it, or Cool Runnings might have co-opted it. I don't really know. I wasn't really into Simpsons. Last of these cutting boards done. I think I got one more over there. I seem to be missing one.
I don't know where the other one is.
All I hear is me talking why they gotta yell, men.
Yeah.
I don't know, Haley. Us men are, boisterous creatures. Or us boys, rather. I mean, we never really change. Get that off of there. Haley has never been in the same room as two chicks talking. Two chicks talking, or four chicks talking, or one Korean talking, screaming. Yeah, same. Yeah, obviously never been in a room of Asians. You can hear them down the street. Their default volume is extra loud. Or add one 3-year-old. Yep, same. Once you get the babies going, they just try to compete with everybody else, and so naturally they just have to step it up in volume a few extra notches. And then you got like the 6-month-year-old that finally learns what a voice is, and they just go wild. And that's when I excuse myself and go do something else. See, I have a 3-year-old trying to have an 11-year-old think that they're grown. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then the 11-year-old's popping off thinking that they're funny. All hormone fueled and everything. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I've already got a 8 and 10-year-old that think they're adults and try to exist on the same level, and we have to remind them constantly that no, you don't talk to adults that way, and that's not funny like you think it is. And then they look bashful, just trying to keep up with the adults. It's cute, but they're not quite there yet. My youngest of 4 is crazy loud, just turned 1. Yep, Tony, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. Matthew, howdy fellas. Oh yeah, 11 is fun so far. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. Like I said, my oldest just turned 10 recently, so we'll see how things turn out. But so far, he's more of a quiet type, unless there's arm wrestling on, and then he tries to compete with his mother for see who's the loudest. But it's not a bad thing. Okay. Put a couple things away here, and then we'll be back for round, 17. Quick water break. Water break. Oh, man. That's such a good movie. Waterboy. Have you guys ever seen Waterboy? You guys a fan of Adam Sandler? I have to say, that is one of the movies that stands out as one of his greatest. Absolutely hilarious. Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, 50 First Dates. All great movies. Plenty more. I remind him constantly that Daddy is louder. Yeah, Tony. Yep, you got to. Yeah, my timeout is still louder than the space shuttle. Oh. Tony, I have no idea what that is. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to embarrass myself. You trying to imitate the assistant coach there? That guy was hilarious. Oh, Medulla oblongata. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotta love that movie. So you get the rest of these knives taken care of. I always know that dishes are really needing to be done when all these itty bitty knives that I haven't seen for a few weeks start popping up. Medulla oblongata. Yep. Let's see. Smooth brain spelling. Yeah, we all got a little smooth brain to us. See if I can get this off. Okay, that's not coming off right now. Let's get it washed and I'll pick that off later. We're going to get some of these soaking here. And then I'm going to clean the countertop real quick so we can get things going over there. Ooh, that stinks. That was some steamed milk probably from about a week ago. It all got finished, but leftover bits do not smell very good. Oh, let's get this gallon jar in here next. Gotta love me some raw milk. Smells like feta in there. Haley, do you have any pets? Yes. We've got a collection of cats, for better or for worse. And then we've got a few dogs running around. We used to do the whole chickens and geese and turkey, guinea thing, for a while. We had goats for a number of years, a couple of years. And then we've also had bunnies galore. Right now we're taking a break from all the outside animals that don't take care of themselves. But depending on what this next 6 months or so brings, they will likely be coming back into our lives. I had to take a extended break for a variety of reasons. So yeah, it's been a couple of years since we had any of that stuff going on, and now I'm kind of feeling the itch to get it going again. Still got the coop and all that stuff sitting out there, staying dry, so it'll be really easy to clean out real quick and then repopulate. trying to get these not to fall over.
All right. Last couple of things over here. Put that back over there. All right, let's take you guys on the move here real quick. Hoping nobody has vertigo issues. All right, let's get this countertop cleaned off here. Quick and adjust. There we go. The last of these out of the way. Chopstick. Missed. That's okay. Start out with our chunks here. All right, wash this out. Get a little bit of water over here. Probably a bit too much. That's okay. Grab me some soap. My twins can really... See, my twins can read minds, gotcha. Something if I put a cocker between them, they can't see each other. But someone picked the same thing. Oh, put a cover between them. Yeah. I luckily have not been blessed with twins. Or if my wife hasn't. But you have my sympathies. That seems like an utter handful. This all scrubbed off and clean again. Oh, I need my scrubber. There we go. That, and now I take my used kitchen towel and just wipe it all down. And there we go. That section of the counter is ready to accept some clean dishes. Let's put a couple of these down here out of the way so I still have enough room to cook. And then we'll move these clean dishes over there. And then come back to the sink. All right, moving again. There we go. Bring y'all home. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That looks good.
Oh man, we're breaking records today. We had 11 people on earlier. I thought that was a lot. Now we got 14. So for all you feds, just sitting there lurking, how you doing? Pleasure having you here. Why don't you interact some? Give me something to talk about, because I am just sitting here yapping my jaws, and I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to that. So if anybody has something to say, feel free to chime in. Let's see, Haley, how is your day going so far? Well, my hands are nice and pruny. And the kitchen is cleaner than when I woke up. So, not so bad. Had a couple of coffees, 5-hour energy, my morning drink, a couple of raw eggs in there. So, I'm feeling pretty stimulated right now. So, that is the only reason I'm getting any of this done. But yeah. All right. Hope your day's going as well. I definitely appreciate you hanging out here and interacting with me so much. Especially as we're getting into hour 2 of, dishes for today. And that's on top of another, what was it, hour and a half 2 days ago. Straw over there. Oh, that's good that you're having a nice day. Yeah, last couple days were, kind of rough. But, I took the time to get some good sleep the last couple of days. And today is a better day. So I can't complain. Got to take the good days when they come. And endure the not so good days and hope for better days. And when they come, it's nice. It definitely is. Man, at the rate that this is going, I'm probably going to have a 2-mile walk in here just in the kitchen. Taking a look at my watch here, I'm already at almost 1,500 steps for the day, and I just came downstairs. Let's see. Kimnira? Hope I'm not butchering that too bad. Hello, how are you? Where are you from? Nice to have you here. As you can see, we're just catching up on some parent duties, getting some chores done, so we can go on and do other things. India. Wow, that's cool. What part of India? I have never been, but I'm a huge fan of the culture, the food, and Bollywood. God, I love some Bollywood. It's one of the things that my wife and I, when we first started dating, did a lot of, is we would just watch Bollywood movie after movie after movie. And some TV shows too. fascinating culture. See India, Odisha. It's in the eastern side. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's cool. So would that be the eastern side? Is in the side that's closer to like China, Mongolia, that kind of area? Are you near the borders at all, or a little bit more inland than that? Nope. Gotcha. Yeah, I'd have to admit that my geography isn't as brushed up as it could be. Let's see. No, it's near east southern area. It's in the seaside, Bay of Bengal Sea. Ah, gotcha. See, Overton, my local geography is improving drastically by the week. World, who cares? See, we have lots of tribes here. That's cool. That is really cool. Hey, Rocky, glad to have you back. Yeah, Overton, I'm going to have to break out a map and post it here next to the sink just so I can see where people are from. I find it very interesting. We don't see a lot of Indians here, lots of feather Indians. Yeah, I mean, you're up there, you know, relatively close to some tribal lands, I believe. Not gonna lie, I was just scrolling, saw your live, it's soothing. Well, I'm glad to have you here. You know, just trying to share a glimpse of real life. See, Haley, have you ever been near a volcano? Let's see. Not an active one. I've been near some dormant ones, but not for very long, and never saw nothing very interesting. So, yes and no. Smooth Brain Tribe, just east of here. Oh, that's cool. Nomadic Soul Bro. Nice to have you here. How you doing? Where you from? How'd you find me? More importantly, always curious. So Haley, what volcano have you been to? Was it active or completely inactive? Dormant, I should say. See, I'm just marking my notes and watching this live. Soothing. What time is it there? 11:10 p.m. No, it is 11:40 in the morning. 11:41 actually. It's hard to find good dishwashers content on YouTube. Yeah, Overton. Darn right. Nobody wants to do dishes, and I guess few people think that watching somebody do dishes is entertaining, but I guess it's all in the personality. see. And when I was, lightning struck right before. Oh, that's cool. See, 11:10 p.m. here. Okay, gotcha. You guys must have split daylight savings time. Kind of wish we would do the same thing. It'd just be easier that way. Alright then, ladies and gents, I need to step away for just a moment. Damn near 12 hours apart on the gap. Yeah, how about that? How about that? So if you all would spare me for just a moment, I shall return. Alright, I am back. Had to run upstairs and grab a couple of dishes and some leftover morning drink. So here comes part two. Let's see. Overton, you've got the entire viewer market by the balls. The world is your oyster. Alright, sounds good. Oh, let's get some. Hey, Mountain Man. How you doing? 0941. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I saw that short that you put up there earlier, Mountain Auto Barn. I like it. Perfect. Framing was great. Message was great. Quite enjoyed it. Let's see. Damn near a 12-hour time gap. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how things like that happen. My question is, what are you doing up so late? Although, I mean, who am I to talk? You know, the last 2 weeks I've been up until 2, 3 a.m. Pretty much every single day. Paid for it, mind you, but I did it. And then the last couple of days I was in bed 7, 8 o'clock and slept for, 8 to 10 hours each day. So, yeah, just got to kind of get the balance going. Uh-oh, I'm behind here. There we go. All caught up now. Got to get this nice and ready for the milkman when we go to see him next. If any of you have ever been on the fence about switching from store-bought milk to raw milk, just do it. It's absolutely amazing. Especially you get it like nice and whole fat. Because when we get it, this top layer is all cream. It is the best tasting milk ever. Let's see. I appreciate it, fella. Thank you for all your input, always. Yeah. I mean, I just try to, return in kind what I can. I'm no expert by any means, but, I share what I see and my thought, and, take it for what it's worth. Let's see. I need to get this hot water really going for this. This is an old lard jar. I got to get that washed out of there. Nice hot water. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get some sort of music playing for you guys, especially when I have to step away for a moment. Sure, I could figure out how to do that. All right, let's see here. Sourdough starter with beer. Ever tried it? No, I have not tried mixing beer with my sourdough starter. But for some reason, that sounds delicious. Talk about a probiotic kick. Unfortunately, I haven't had the greatest history with beer. I love beer. And it loves my belly a little too much. So I have to stay away from it more than I would like because, let's be honest, I'm a little too lazy these days to work out hard enough, like I should, to keep that gut in check. Probably check my battery level here, see how we're doing. We might have to cut this a little short, although we are coming up here on the end. All right, let's get this thing over here soaking. I hope I'm never getting that off. straw's done. Just a little pump of soap in there, and there we go. I'm still in shock. I would not be able to clean all that without stopping after a while. Yeah, Haley, I have been there, believe you me. That's why I'm doing this first thing in the morning. I am highly caffeinated. I've got me a nicotine patch on, and I've had, okay sleep for the past couple of days. So that is the only reason I'm still able to keep going. Believe you me, I will crash later on today because of this. But all I really need to do today is feed the wife and kids, make sure the dogs are taken care of, and then what's it called? Maybe get some wood split so we can not have to pay the propane man quite so much. And that is all I've got on my agenda so far today. So that is not too bad. Oh man, it's getting hot down here. I don't know about you guys. Come on, get over there. Let's clean that one more time. Those sides nice and cleaned. Check on the dishwasher. It is done, so we will open it up, pull those drawers about out halfway. By the time that I'm done with the rest of these dishes, it'll be dry enough to where they can get put away. I got one more section of counter that could use cleaning. I don't know, you guys want to see that or no? Just let me know here. And then, after you guys weigh your votes, I'll just do whatever I feel like. Let's see, yeah, split wood. Yeah, what kind of implement you use? Use an axe or a maul kind of guy. Well, with the wood around here, I can't use an axe. I've got a lot of hardwoods around here, and the axe just won't cut it. I've got a few mauls, and I'm not opposed to doing that, but it just takes forever. So right now, I've got the splitter, the wood splitter broken out. I got an iron and oak. Yeah, was it 25 ton, something like that. And that thing's an absolute beast. Just chews through everything I give it. About an hour, I have enough wood for 3 days or so. And I really should get it done ahead of time, but I think we've already covered the I'm a bit lazy a couple of times. Put these aside, handle those another day. Got 1 or 2 things left, and then I'm going to hang up the hat for the day. Get some food made. My back is starting to kill me. So we will bring this to an end here shortly. The wife loves her wine glasses, but especially ones like this, I can only fit about 3 fingers in there before the whole thing shatters, so getting all the way to the bottom is kind of difficult. Oh, it's clean though, so that's what matters. Should be happy. Alright, get this over here to dry. You know what? Yeah. See, that's awesome. I've used the Fisker splitting edge a bunch this year. Still testing it, but it makes short, lazy work of most of the tree species around here. Hydro splitters are nice though, less labor. Yeah, I just got to use the hydraulic one. We get all of our wood from a local tree company, and they tend to send me most of the stuff that has giant Ys and knots in it. And so splitting that by hand is just not possible. But that hydraulic splitter, it just chunks it up and takes care of it and I'm always amazed how powerful that thing is. I can cut a piece of wood, cross grain with it, no problem. Take a little bit of time to do it, and work it a little patiently. But I've been known to split a chunk of what's it called, oak, the wrong way with that thing, and it just keeps coming back asking for more. Seriously, it is one of the best investments we have ever made. Right up there with good steel saws and a nice Hearthstone wood stove. I mean, you just can't beat it, especially in the firewood space. We've tried a variety of wood stoves in the past, and just nothing compares to a good Hearthstone. Okay, I think that's going to be about it for today. My back is done, and breakfast or lunch now, rather, needs making. So I'm going to sign off. Wayne Powell, hey, nice to see you. Oh, sorry, I can't entertain you a little bit more, but you know what? This is life, and it's what needs to get done. So this is just what it is. Oh, sorry if I hurt your feelings. You gotta try harder than that. My wife's Korean. So, having a thick skin comes with that territory. And I just really don't give a shit what you think. So, you're entitled to your opinion. And I'll respect it for what that is. Oh, hey, Haley. No problem. I get it. Such is life. We're just wrapping up here. All right. Sink nice and clean. All right, all. Well, I will check in with you guys when I have another pile of dishes to do. Thanks for joining me for the past 2 hours and 40 minutes.